Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. Let me set up this room real quick and then we can get started. So let me just get this all set up here. Let's see. It is April 11th. We're almost halfway through the month. Not April, May, May 11th. Yeah, halfway through the month already. Let's get this all ready to go. I'm currently looking at US 30. It looks pretty bearish for the day. So we'll see how it pulls off on open. We have about 15 minutes till market open. So we have a lot of time. We're not really in any rush right now. I looked at the Forex pairs, not really much for us to look at here. I mean, a couple trades here that were possibly available, but nothing really worthwhile. Some trades did appear during Asia session, but obviously I don't London session, but I'm asleep during that time, so I didn't take any of those trades. But it looks like some of these trades did play out. I was going to call this trade here EUR/JPY, but we do have news coming up in a few minutes. There's a lot of news today. So there's news like all morning. The JOLTS opening, the Fed. This is the main thing. The Fed's going to speak like at 7:30 in about an hour. So probably the only trade we'll be taking really is going to be the breakout entry. But let me just send this link out real quick so that everyone can hop on. All right, let me get this over to you guys here. The premium. All right. Go right there, and let me get the link over here as well for YouTube. Let me get this link sent out to everyone else. All right. So we're about ready to go. Let's see. We have about 13 minutes until market open. So we have some time still. We're not in any rush right now. Like I mentioned, US 30 looks like it's possibly going to be a sell, but who knows? It might swing up on market open. So we have a sell bias here for US 30. I'll be checking the news to confirm the move. But yeah, I think other than that, let me just get everything else set up over here. Post this up to our social media real quick. And I think we should be good to go. I'll give it some time for people to join in still, and then we can kick this off. Let's get this sent out right here. Post it on the Instagram as well. Yeah, guys, I haven't really. A lot of people have been asking me if I've been posting on the Instagram. I don't really post on the Instagram as much anymore. It's just kind of a waste of time. I'm not really looking to advertise K2 very much. I'm here to focus on who's already in K2 and our trades, for the most part. Because it takes a lot of time out of my day to mentor new people. So not that I don't want to help people out, or not that I want to find new people to help. It's just time's limited. So I'll post this on the IG right now. I don't think many people even look on the IG anymore. Seems like IG is kind of dying out. All right, got that posted right there. All right, posted it on the Instagram. Let's see. post this on the Facebook. All right, we got about 10 minutes until market open. Just looking at US 30 right here. Obviously, it looks like a sell. And we'll analyze that shortly. So, all right, I think this is good. And morning, Patricia. Let me pull up the chat real quick, see who's here. Cool. All right, nice. Morning, Peter. Morning, Big Thoughty. Morning, John. Morning, Leslie. Morning, Steven. Steve, I mean, it's up to you, Steven. If you want to avoid the breakout or not, it's really up to you. We're not going to know whether it's a good trade or not until it comes up. I mean, you have to wait. There's not going to be I'm not a fortune teller, Steven. If you don't feel comfortable with it, then don't take the trade. If you feel comfortable about it, then yeah, take the trade. It's really going to be up to you. Because the thing is, with you, Steven, I was looking at your messages here in the premium. You're asking a lot of questions here. Why you're not having the same results as everyone else. It's more so because you don't really follow directions, Steven. You've been around K2 for a while. Basically, when I tell you not to trade, you trade. When I say to buy, you sell. When I say to sell, you buy. So, that's been the issue with you, for the past year or so, Steven. So the thing is, the main reason why you're not having the same results as everyone else is because you just don't follow directions, right? When I tell you the market's risky, that means the market's risky. You shouldn't be taking trades. But the problem is you don't listen, right? When I tell you not to trade, you still trade anyways. It's a learning process for you, Steven. We're still here trying to help you out and learn. But the thing is, I think the main problem with you is really just listening, right? So I'm telling you now that we don't know if the trade's going to be risky or not yet until it comes up. So you have to pay attention. You have to listen, right? You can't just, go off your gut and then think that things are going to be okay, or avoid it and think that, that you can foretell the future, because we really don't know what's going to happen when the market opens. The market opens in about 9 minutes, so we'll see where the market goes from there. We don't just looking at the market right here obviously looks like a sell, right? But when 6:30 hits, this can spike up. Who knows? So you have to wait for the market to show you what's going to happen. If the market keeps dropping, then yeah, we'll take the sell. If the market swings up, then maybe we might hold off on it. But you have to listen and pay attention when we take this trade before you actually hop into it. So let me see who else is here. Morning, Ken. Morning, Spencer. Morning, Alan. Morning, Zachary. Morning, everybody. Nice. Morning, Donovan. Morning, Rocky. Morning, Sharul. Morning, Billy. Morning, everybody. So yeah, we have about 8 minutes for this market to open for the New York Stock Exchange. Basically for this breakout strategy, we're basically trying to catch momentum, right? Right now we have a sell bias right here. Reason for that is because price is below the pivots on the 10-minute here. The trend meter is red. Looking on the 3-minute here, same situation. Price is below the pivots and the trend meter is red. And then also for the last confirmation for the 1 minute over here, the trend meter is red. It's below the pivots. And what we're looking for here is basically just for price to be below the pivots and to have a strong bearish candle on market open. Just keep in mind, guys, there's heavy news this morning. So at 7 o'clock, we have the JOLTS job opening. It's probably not going to affect the market that much. But the main things that are really going to affect the market is going to be the Fed. The Fed speaking all morning. They're speaking at 7:30, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10 and 10:10 or 10:15. So, basically all morning, there's going to be heavy news. So I think the main trade that we're really going to be looking for is going to be the breakout entry. That's going to be the main entry that we're looking for. Other than that, I'm probably not going to trade for the rest of the morning because there's just too much news this morning, right? There's no reason for us to take that unnecessary risk. So we'll follow through with it. I mean, obviously it still looks like a sell here. Everything still looks like a sell, but we won't know until the market actually opens in the next 7 minutes or so. So we'll see what goes on from here. Morning, Active. Morning, everybody. So I think everything's all said and done at this point. So we'll wait for the market to open in the next couple minutes, and then we can determine whether we want to take this opening entry or not. So after we take this breakout entry, I'll most likely be available for questions. So if you guys have anything you want me to analyze, any strategies you want me to cover, any questions about risk management, FTMO, anything really about trading, I'm here to help you guys out. So I'm here to answer any questions that you guys have. But after this breakout entry, I'm probably going to just, going to be taking it easy for the most part, because let's see, my time right now it's 6:30. You can see in about an hour, there's going to be the first Fed speaking right here. FOMC member Williams is going to be speaking. So basically every hour after that, he's going to probably speak for an hour. So 7:30 to 8:30. At 9, FOMC member Brainard is going to speak. An hour after that, FOMC member Daly is going to speak. And then after that, Bostic's going to speak. So this morning is going to be pretty jam-packed with a lot of announcements with the Fed. If you guys aren't familiar with the Fed, basically they're going to be going over the US economy, right? So it's going to affect the market pretty heavily for US 30 and for basically any pair really, because the US dollar affects pretty much everything. So just keep that in mind. And then I know Biden's probably not on here right now. He's not on the list, but as you can see, he popped up yesterday at 10:15. We didn't even know he was going to speak. He just randomly was like, "Oh, I'm going to speak." So I think he's going to speak after they're done too. I think once they're all done speaking, Biden's probably going to speak around noon. So there's just really no point in trading during New York session today. Yeah, no, definitely. Morning, Fernando. So Steven said after breakout entry, I close MT5 and go for a walk. Yeah, I'm going to be doing the same thing. Steven, it's probably your best option there. For a lot of people, what I do recommend is, once I stop trading, if you don't know what you're doing, your best shot is to just step away from your computer. Because, I think that's the main problem with you too, Steven. You start to see a lot of things on the screen. You want to take trades, and then you end up taking bad trades, right? If you guys have been following me, I only really trade in the morning. I trade from like market open until like maybe 2 to 4 hours in. And then I'm pretty much done for the day, right? If you guys have seen my profits, I haven't had any losses since, last month, I believe, because I've been very careful with my trades. You see a lot of people take like, 20 trades a day. I only take like 1 to 4 trades a day. Like here, this is from last night, Asia session. I only took 4 trades. They were all wins. During the New York session yesterday, I only took 3 trades, but they all won here, right? You guys can see I'm very careful with my trades. I don't take 100 trades a day. I only take like maybe 1 to 4 a day, because I'm very careful, and I really value having a high win rate, right? Because the thing is, if you don't lose, like your account will just continue to compound over time. So if that's how you want to trade and you just want to go for accuracy, then generally, that's what you should be focused on. But you can take a lot of trades if you want. Like for example, here, let me just show you Sisuk. Like Sisuk takes a lot of trades, but he still locks in a lot of profit, right? Sisuk made 8,618. He's made way more profit than me, but he's taking more trades. He's taking on more risk, but he knows what he's doing. So he's able to lock in this much profit. I only locked in about 1,000, 2,000. He locked in 8,000, right? And that's a good thing, right? We want everyone to be profitable here, but you guys have to be careful with what trades you're taking. So congrats to Sisuk there. There's a lot of profits that were made this morning. Sisuk made about 8,618 in total this morning. Ivartius made 1,317. Who else? Sisuk's other accounts over here. Sisuk has multiple accounts. So like one account, he has 3,000. The other account, he has 8,000. So he's in profit well over 10,000 for the day. Jeff over here had about 412. He takes a bunch of trades as well. It just really depends on your trading style. If you take a lot of trades, that's fine. But for me, I'm more so about accuracy, and I'm about like quality trades. I don't really like taking trades that are too risky. Nick said, Steven will accept my advice in the premium chat, but has blocked me here. Steven, no, there's no set TP stop loss for the breakout strategy. Generally, it's like 50. It's about 500 pips both ways, but we don't necessarily take it because there's a lot of volatility during the open, right? So like we usually don't set a TP stop loss. We just enter the trade. This is something that you shouldn't be applying on your own, Steven, because if you don't know the very bare basics, this is going to be way over your head, right? If you can't get the basics down for the other strategies we apply, then this is way too complicated for you, Steven. So until you actually know how to trade, I don't think you should be taking these trades on your own. You should probably just follow what we do for the most part and try to understand what we're doing. But if you can't get the very bare, like you can't get the 10-minute strategy down, Steven, you can't get the 3-minute down, or the 1 minute, not the breakout, but just the 1 minute pivot, then this breakout strategy is just way too complicated for you because it moves way too fast. So what I recommend you do, Stephen, if you want to learn this, go back and watch every live session for the past 3 weeks. We've been applying the strategy every morning and you can learn it there. So just keep that in mind. All right, so the market's about to open right now. In the next 30 seconds, we're about ready to take this trade. Let's see, everything still looks like a sell here on the 10-minute. Overall, it's a sell here, it's a sell here, it's a sell here. What we need here on the 1 minute is we need a strong bearish candle to close below the pivots here. So the candle's going to close in about 10 seconds. Let me check CNBC to see where everything's looking. Everything's red. So it seems like it's going to be a red day, but we'll see what happens from here. Here's the Dow 30 index. We'll see how this plays out. Market's about to open in a few seconds. There we go. There's an opening candle. So if this candle here closes strong bearish, like a big red candle, then we'll take the trade. But if not, we'll have to wait a little longer. So let's see. Yeah, it looks like the Dow is overall red for today. So I think it's going to continue dropping, but we got to wait for it to actually confirm. So I got this set up right here. I'm ready to take this trade. If it closes strong, a strong red candle, then yeah, I'll take this for a sell. We need that confirmation. So let's see. Yeah, looking at the index there, it does look like it's going to be. So we'll see what happens here. I might not enter right away. I might just enter with a sell stop. I'm probably not going to enter. If it's a big wick, I'm probably going to hold off. I'm not going to enter right away. Yeah, not yet. So I'm not entering yet. I'm going to wait for the next candle right here. If this closes with a strong red candle, because we wanted it to close below the pivots, right? It hasn't closed below the pivots. We need that confirmation before we take this trade here. Let's see. 10 minutes still looks like a sell. 3 minutes still looks like a sell as well. I think what I might do is I might enter for when price comes back down below here, then that's where I'll probably enter it. But I need to wait for it to confirm that bearish momentum. So we're not in the trade yet. Still waiting for it. If it doesn't come back down, then I'm not going to take any trade for the breakout. I'm just going to hold off because the news is coming out soon, 7 o'clock. So in 30 seconds, I mean 30 minutes, it's going to be some news coming out. So we got about 10 seconds left on here. I'm not entering the trade yet. We got about 3 seconds. All right, so I'm gonna wait for it. I need this to close below. And once it closes below the pivots, then yeah, I'll take it for a sell, but I'm not gonna take it yet. We need it to close below it. So we got about 40 seconds left on here. Once I get that confirmation, then I'll possibly take it, but not yet. Let's check the Dow index right here. Majority is red, but I mean, it's starting to recover a little bit, so. No entry yet. We got about 20 seconds left on this candle. We just want that confirmation, right? The confirmation is the main thing here. We don't have that confirmation yet. Looking here on the 10-minute, it's still testing the pivot right there. So we're just gonna wait. It might be a slingshot move down, right? That's generally what happens. So looking at the index over here, index is still pretty red for the most part. Yeah, no entry yet. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Paul. I'm thinking it's getting slightly pumped up right now, and then it's going to come crashing down shortly thereafter. So I'm just waiting for it right here. Basically, what I'm waiting for here, guys, is I'm waiting for this red candle to close below the pivots. If it closes below the pivots, then it'll give me confirmation that price is going to drop. I'm not going to enter it yet because we need that confirmation that it's actually closing below it, right? Because it's just going to keep bouncing around. You guys got to be patient. Keep in mind there's heavy news today, so it's not the data to take unnecessary risk. And if you do take this trade, I'd probably take it with like a half lot size maybe. It's super risky right now. So we got about 10 seconds left. Still fighting these pivots here. Not yet. I need to close below the last pivot. So almost. Not yet, but almost. So we got about 40 seconds left here. I just need that confirmation, guys. I don't want to enter it too early. And keep in mind that we're going to be looking out for the 250 mark. So like once it reaches halfway, if price ends up coming down halfway here and then it comes back up, we manually close it in profit, right? You guys understand that? So we got about 20 seconds left here. I'm going to wait for it. I'm not going to enter yet. Check out the index real quick. It's very red. So I think this is definitely going to drop. So I'm actually in the trade already, but you know, if you guys want to enter in a little bit, I entered right here. So there we go. I'm already in the trade. But I entered a little higher, somewhere around here. So I don't have a TP stop loss, guys. I'm just holding on to it. I do think it's going to drop. So I'm already in the trade. Once price reaches this point right here, if it swings back up, then I'm just going to close it out manually. But I'll be watching it right now. Profit a couple thousand right now. Watching as it bounces around. All right, so there it goes right there. It's dropped below. I'm thinking if I'm going to close it or not. Let it come down a little farther. All right. Damn, this thing's moving really fast. Shit, I should just close it out. It's all good. I'm going to hold on to it. I think it's going to continue to drop. If it drops back down again, I'm just going to close out in profit. I should have closed out when it came down right there already, but it's all good. I'll hold on to it for a little bit. Close it out as it comes back down. Yeah, this thing's super volatile right now. Yeah, so like I mentioned, guys, I'm manually managing it right now. I don't have a TP stop loss. Just manually holding it as it bounces around. Yeah, this thing's moving around pretty crazy. All right, I'm out in profit. I'm not holding it, guys. So I'm already out in profit. It already hit TP down there. I just don't feel comfortable holding it. I'll show you guys my profits. I made a couple thousand off that. I think like 2,000. If you guys want to hold on to it, feel free. I took a full lot size on it, so I wasn't trying to handle that risk. It's just the market is so volatile right now. I think it's going to come down though. So there you go. See, it's going to come down even further. Could have held on to it, but it's fine. You guys, you know, like I mentioned before, guys, it's really up to you how you guys want to manage these positions. You know, obviously I think it's going to come down, but I'm trading a big account, so it's different for me versus for you guys. If you guys are trading something small, you know, I'm trading like a 200K. So, you know, I make a lot of profit really quick. I could make a loss really quick too. So if you guys want to hop out of this, feel free. If you guys want to hold on to it to full TP, that's good as well. So. All right, it's about to push down just like I thought. So everything played out exactly like I figured. There you go, full TP. So full TP off that breakout entry, like I was telling you guys earlier. I mean, I could have held on to it, but like I mentioned, guys, you know, I know myself. I understand how this works. So, you know, when I don't feel comfortable out of position, I just pull out. So full TP off that right there. Let's give you guys an update in the group. So whoever caught that with me, let's see, I locked in. Nice. I locked in about almost 3,000 off that trade. So I'm up to 4,213 for the day. I'll send you guys the link. I mean, my profits right now. So there we go. Nice. Steven said he closed out, made $300. Congrats, Steven. Nice. Jeff locked in 672. So you guys are posting your profits over here. Everyone's doing pretty decent over here. It looks pretty good for the most part. Steven over here locked in 319. Congrats, Steven. So Steven did good. Roland locked in. Yeah, I did okay right there. Roland locked in 110. Nice work, bro. Not bad at all. Patricia, she's taking it easy today. She locked in 1,018. If you guys have profits you guys want to send over, go ahead and feel free to send them over. Josh locked in 1,221. Camel locked in 1,409. So all you guys did pretty good this morning. Not bad at all. C6 other account right there. Damn, C6 up 9,000 for the day. It's crazy. His other account over here, he's up 1,880. Nice work, guys. Congrats to everybody here. Nice. The Gallows over here locked in 113. Nice work, bro. Everybody here is doing pretty good. His first day over here. I think this is I forget who this is. Is that you, Jeffrey? I think that's you, Jeffrey, right? So yeah. Or Zachary. Yeah, it might be Zachary. I mean, sorry. Yeah, so Zachary over there. Nice work, guys. So nice work amongst everyone over here. Camo's up 5K. So nice work, Camo, up 5K. Spencer over here. See, Spencer locked in 1,106 and 50 cents. Nice work, Spencer. Congrats to you too. See, Romani over here locked in 331. Nice work, bro. Everyone's doing pretty good today. Kenton over here locked in about close to 1,000. He made about 600, about 700. I see. So about $700 there, Ken. Congrats to you too. Patricia as well, right there, 1,018. So if you guys have profits you guys want to send over, feel free. Obviously, you can see right here, a lot of people locked in a ton of profit off this one trade right here that we did for breakout, right? This is the main entry that I'm looking at for today. I'm not really looking at anything else because of the heavy news, right? I pulled out at about, and I'll send you guys my profits right now as well. So let me just get that posted right there. Nice work. And as you guys can see right here, you don't even have to be in the premium to catch this trade. Like a lot of people aren't even in the premium. They're just watching from the YouTube channel. And I'll show right now, I think Larkin over here, he locked in some profit off that as well. Let's see. Yeah, so like I was saying over here, you don't need to be in the premium, right? Larkin over here, I don't think you're in the premium, right? He locked in 333. So nice work, bro. Everyone here is doing pretty good. Like you don't have to be in the premium. You guys can be here just sitting in on the YouTube and copying the trades as we take them. Loke over here, he's up 5,000 for the day. Congrats, bro. Congrats to everybody here this morning. Great profits amongst everyone here. Josh as well. He locked in a couple more profits there, 1,500. I'll send you my profits over here. Let me just post my screenshot over here. Solid trading day so far for me. So the market as the FOMC. All right, so yeah, everyone here did pretty good. So nice work amongst everyone here. You know, like I mentioned, you don't have to be in the premium, guys, to profit with us here. You can just be here in the live session and catch these trades as well. So great work amongst everyone here. Here's my profits. I locked in 4,231, all wins. Like I was saying, guys, I'm very careful with my trades. I only take trades that I know are going to win, right? So that's why I have such a high win rate here. And a lot of people like find it hard to believe, but I mean, in reality, if you guys are smart about your trades, you know, you guys should be able to lock in profits like this every day. You know, as long as you don't lose, you know, we can take this kind of risk here. So nice work off that. Nice work, Shawn. So Shawn locked in 692 for the day. John over here locked in 6,393. So you can see I'm not the only one profiting, right? A lot of people here are profiting way more than me, right? I only locked in 4,000 for the day, right? John over here locked in 6,000. He took the same positions I called, but he held them to the full potential, right? You know, you don't have to be a pro to like really to really be on top, right? Like literally anyone here can still make a ton of profit. Just Javier over here. Javier just passed his FTMO. Congrats, bro. So he has already passed it. This is a 200K count, guys. You guys can see this here. Javier said, keep illuminating our trades, master. So Javier over here, he, you know, Javier works full time. Javier works like 12, 16 hours a day. He comes on for these live sessions in the morning. He's already passed his FTMO 200K, just copying the trades here and taking his own trades, right? If you guys have seen his trades here, he's been doing pretty good. You know, the thing is he really wants to learn, so he keeps in touch with me. For the day yesterday, he locked in 8,797, right? He took these trades on his own. So if you guys want to learn this strategy, you guys can. You know, it's available to you guys. You guys don't have to learn it, but, you know, if you guys want to learn it, it's there for you. You know, it's up to you whether you want to take the opportunity in or not. If not, that's completely fine. You don't have to take the opportunity. You know, you don't have to profit using our strategy here. But great work amongst everyone here. Full TP off that. I think that's it for now. Let me just copy this over real quick. So if you guys have any questions, you know, go ahead and put them in the chat and I can answer them. But I think I'm done trading for today. I mean, I'm happy with my 4,000 for the day, right? I don't need to make any more. That's like someone's paycheck already that we've done this morning. So yeah, if you guys have questions, you know, feel free to put them in the chat. You know, otherwise we will see what else we're missing here. So yeah, and if you guys have profits, go ahead and send them over. Like I have a list here of everyone's profits. I'll post them up in a little bit. So once this session's done, you know, you can see right here. So you can see the timestamp for today. These are just the profits from today. They're not even from that far out. Like everyone here is like super on point with everything. Javier said 4K, that's my paycheck, right? So like the thing is we only trade like I trade like 2 hours a day. Just this breakout and these scalps, and I do pretty good just, you know, just with that. So other than that, let's see if there's anything else that I'm missing over here. Let me scroll up real quick. Let's see. Main's asking, what's a good broker for someone who doesn't use a Wanda because of their capital? How do you feel about Hugo's Way or FX Choice? Asking for a friend. So I use Hugo's Way sometimes. Main, I use that for my personal in the US. So I use Hugo's Way. I mean, you can. You just got to keep in mind that it is an unregulated broker. So if your money goes missing, you got to understand the risk there. Or if you get stuck in some market manipulation, you know, you got to understand the risk there because it's an unregulated broker. So I don't necessarily recommend it because I don't recommend unregulated stuff to people. But the thing is, I do use it myself, so I understand the risk. If my money goes missing, that's completely fine because I already knew the risk going into it, right? So, I mean, if you want to use Hugo's Way, I use Hugo's Way myself. Haven't really had much issue with them, so you know, that's my opinion, but I'm not necessarily going to recommend it like, hey, you should go to Hugo's Way, right? So other than that, iPhone said my pivots aren't the same as yours. I just noticed. You can just turn off your pivots, iPhone. So if you go to the settings over here, you go to pivots, just go to levels right here, and you just turn off level 1 and 2. That's all you got to do. Not that complicated. If you want it to look like mine, you don't have to do it like this, but this is what we use for this specific strategy. If we're using the pivot strategy, right? Definitely, no problem, man. Glad I could help you out. Let me just scroll up real quick. Let me go up to the top. Let's see, we got a lot over here. Steven said, Yick, is that Nick? I'll unblock you. Yeah, Steven, Yick is Nick. Let me see what else I missed over here. Nice, Nick locked in 139. Hate the breakout. Nice, Gerald was in it too, so we locked in some profit off it. Yeah, it was pretty sketchy, so I pulled out at TP1. Yeah, true. I mean, it's always a mental TP. I mean, if you know what you're doing, you already know what the TP is at, right? Like for me, I don't have to set a TP stop loss because I already know where the market's going to go. It's just making sure that we don't get caught in any of the spikes in price. So let's see. Forex trade over here said make 200 with 2 small positions. Nice, congrats. Herberto said, how do I get the Zoom link? Herberto, the Zoom link is going to be in the premium group. So if you go in the premium, right here, the link is posted right there. So just go in any of the premium groups. They're all posted over there. Let's see, nice. So R over here locked in 9,000 for the day. Wow, congrats to R over here. R just joined K2 recently too. So R over here, you're up 9,000. If you didn't have that loss right there, you'd be up 10,000 for the day. That's crazy. So one account up nearly 10,000. The other account over here up 1,707. Congrats. That's amazing profit right there. You guys are doing pretty good so far for the most part. If you guys are asking me questions in Telegram, I haven't gone to anyone's messages yet. So I'll get to your questions later. I'm just focused on the live session right now. Let me just scroll down real quick. Let's see. Paul said I also had to start lowering my lot sizes. It's working a lot better. Yeah, Paul. You know, the thing is, if you're taking too big of a lot size and you're nervous, then you should just lower your lot size, right? That's all you need to do. If you shouldn't be nervous about any trades. If you're nervous about a trade, your lot size is just way too big. You're over leveraging because you're losing more than you're risking more than you want to, right? Just stay within your comfort until you're ready to increase your lot size. Let me scroll down real quick. Eddie's asking, there's a 15-second delay on YouTube. Yeah, if you want the real time, you got to sign up to the premium, Eddie. So if you want to go on if you want access to real time, just go on the website over at k2trades.com. And if you want access to these indicators right here, so you can apply the strategy yourself, like basically other people here who are applying, you know, like are over here, locked in 10,000. I'm only up like 4,000 because I only took a couple of trades. If you want to lock in more profits and take, you know, as many trades as you want, like for example here, you know, like Loke over here, he took like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like 15 trades here, right? I only took 4 trades myself. So I took 5 trades here, 4 trades last night, 1 today. Loke over here took like 15 trades. If you want to learn this strategy and apply it yourself and make way more profit, then just go on the website, k2trades.com, and click up to the sign up to the K2 strategy course right here. If you want it, you don't have to. Like I mentioned, it's really up to you if you want to take that opportunity. If not, it's fine. We're going to keep trading here regardless. So if you want access to it real time and you guys want to lock in as much profit as we do daily, then you'd have to sign up to the premium. But if not, you can still profit copying it with a delayed time. I mean, you know, the delayed time could be the difference between winning and losing a trade though. So you guys got to keep that in mind. You know, what's more important, that you pay the subscriptions, you have real-time access, or if you just want to scrape by on the YouTube. So it's really up to you guys. There's no pressure. It's up to you if you want to or not. But yeah, I mean, the opportunity is there. It's really up to you if you want to take it. So Big Thoughty's asking, how can I place multiple trades at once? You just take multiple trades, Big Thoughty. If you want to take 2 sells, you take 2 sells. That's how you take 2 trades. If you want to take 2 buys, you just buy twice. That's how you can take multiple trades at once. So Jermaine answered your question already. Let me scroll down real quick. Mark's asking, to set TP stop loss, how do I account for the price difference between TradingView and MT4? You just subtract the difference, right? So you subtract the price from TradingView with the price from MT4, Mark. So like, for example, here, you know, if I'm looking at both of my prices here, the price here for TradingView is 34,404, and the price for MT4 is 34,400, right? So it's off by 4 pips. So just keep that in mind. Or 40 pips, I guess. That'd be off by 40 pips. So you subtract it by 40. That's how you make the difference between them two, Mark. You just subtracted the TradingView price by the MT4 price, and that's how you'll know exactly what the difference is. And the MT4 price is usually lower, so you just subtract it. That's how you would get it. All right, let me see what else I'm missing over here. DeAndre is asking if I can take a look at gold. Yeah, so I'll pull up gold for you guys. So that's one question. Let me add you to the list over here, DeAndre. So we got. All right, so I added you to the list, DeAndre. So we got that there. Daryl's asking, where do we send profits? So you can send the profits in any of the groups here. Daryl, if you want to send it to me directly, my username's at K2_trades. If you want to send it in any of the premium groups, you can send it there as well. Nice, Kia. So Kia said she had some negatives today, but she's pushing back. So nice work off that, Kia. So yeah, if you want to send your profits anywhere, you can send them in any of the groups, Daryl. You can send them in the public groups. You can send them in the other groups as well. So, you know, it just depends on what you want to. You can send any group and I'll catch it. Just in any of the K2 groups, and then I'll add them to the list. Let's see. Lethal's asking, you go live Monday through Friday every week? I go live, yeah, usually Sunday through Friday, every day. It just, you know, it just depends on the day. On Sunday, sometimes I'll scalp at night during the chart analysis. But I mean, for the most part, yeah, Monday through Friday, I'm on every morning. We usually take this breakout entry, and then we take the scalps as well. Let's see, Ms. AB is asking, bro, I just started a funding talent account, used a 10 lot, only made 500, should have been 5K. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your broker, Ms. AB. Like your brokers, sometimes they use mini lots. I think you're probably using something like, I'm trying to figure out what broker. You're probably using something like FX Choice or CoinX, right? It just depends on your broker. If you're using something that uses mini or micro lots, then you just got to add a 0 to it, because you only made 500, and if it should have been 5K, instead of 10 lots, it probably should have been 100 lots. I know it seems like a lot, but each broker values it differently. Stanley's asking for taking a scalp. No scalp for me, guys. The news is coming right now, so it's already 6:54. We have news coming up right now, right here at 7. So in the next 6 minutes, there's going to be news. And then again, all throughout the morning, FOMC is going to be speaking. So I don't recommend you guys take trades. I mean, if you guys want to take trades, feel free, but I'm not, I'm not going to take any trades. There's no point. I'm already up like 4,000 for the day. So like no reason for me to take any unnecessary risk. Like I don't have to go and squeeze in more profit, right? If you guys have seen my profits here, like you can see they're all blue, right? Because I'm really careful about my trades. I don't just take every single trade. I take what I know is going to hit. That's why you can see here, I think the last time we had a loss was like in April. So it's been almost a month now since, I've had a loss personally, because I'm really careful about my trades. I'm only taking like 1 or 4 trades a day, but those 1 or 4 trades hit like almost every time, right? So I think, yeah, if you scroll up here, like literally all my trades here, they've all been straight blue. See, all blue. I only take like 3 trades though. I'm not taking like 20 trades. So it's, I think the last time I had a loss was like, damn, how far was it? See, our April 23rd, all blue, right? I'm trying to see when I lost, because I do lose, guys. So just keep in mind, I do lose sometimes. I don't lose very often, right? All blue right there. Okay, so I had 1 loss here, but this was an accident. If you guys remember this from the 21st, this was an accidental trade, because normally I don't set a stop loss for this trade. I did set a stop loss on accident and I hit it, but I bounced back right after. So I took the trade, I re-entered, and then I made all the profit back. So as you can see here, I mean, the last time I had a loss, like a real loss, was probably like early April, I think. No, April 14th. But I only keep, like, you guys know that I only take quality trades here. That's why. So yeah, other than that, I think, let me see if there's anything else for me to look at here. Just scroll up real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. BB's asking, do you counter trend trade? Not really. I used to. Counter trend trading, I mean, it works. It works until it doesn't, right? Most of the time we trade in the direction of the trend. Counter trend trading, it works sometimes, but I've done it before. Like I've been trading for 11 years. So I used to be counter trend trader for like a couple years, maybe like 2 years. It worked for a while until you start stacking up those losses, right? And I found that it's not really, I mean, it's profitable, but you got to be like really, really careful with your trades. Maybe it'll work better for me now because I'm more careful, but back then I would make some losses, but then I would also have like, quite a bit of I'd have a lot of wins, but I also have quite a bit of losses. So it ended up like at break even long term. So I don't necessarily counter trend trade that often. Or I don't trade that way at all anymore. Let's see. Daryl's asking, what time Sunday typically? So generally on Sunday, I usually go live maybe around 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time. Sometime between 8 and 9, because I'm usually off by 10. Because that's when the market starts to move kind of funky. So afternoon time, Pacific time. So just keep that in mind, Daryl. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I continue to go live on Sundays, because like I mentioned, I'm very careful with my trades. So Sundays are risky day to trade. Let's see. Rocky's asking, just join K2. Nice, Rocky. Congrats, bro. Definitely. Let's see if there's anything else here. Kalashnikov Kid said, bro, I joined your group like 2 weeks ago, past stage 1 verification of 70K account. Nice, dude. Yeah, no, I know you've been here for only like a couple of weeks, Kalashnikov Kid, and you've been locking in like all of our scalps and our breakout entries. So congrats to you, bro, off that 70K account. So other than that, let me see if there's any other questions here. I think that's it for now. So DeAndre wants me to take a look at gold. So I'll show you guys how I analyze gold from scratch so that you guys can see exactly how I analyze things. Here's gold right here. So I'm just going to I'm going to copy this, but then I'm going to go and delete everything else. So I'll show you guys from scratch how I analyze everything. So let me just put this over here real quick so that you guys can see what strategy we're applying. So I'm gonna take everything off the chart. Here's a naked chart with nothing on the chart, right? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to identify market structure. So in order to do that, I turn on the K2SR indicator right here. And then from this point, I draw my zones to identify market structure. So we got one zone down there, one zone right here. Whenever the zones overlap, we just create one big zone. So these zones over here overlap. Let's create one big zone. This right here. This right there. This right there. This right there, and this right there. All right, so like right here, we can see that we have all these zones down here. What we need next is we need a ceiling. So in order to get the higher zone, we just go in the higher time frame. Here's an 8 hour, and there we go. So we get the upper zone, which is going to be, let's see, these zones kind of overlap right here. So I would probably draw that right there, and then probably this right here. And then possibly like this one down here. All right, so looking at this right here, you can see that like once you draw your zones up, you just delete that, and then you can start to chop up the chart to see where the important areas are, right? So like, for example, right here, you can see price broke into the zone right here. We can draw like a vertical line, and then we can chop this up to see where it's important, right? So like, for example, here, price broke into this area, and we can just chop this up, right? So if you delete all these zones up here, you can see that this area was market structure from April 1st up until April 14th, right? Because price came up, broke into the zone, rejected off this point, came back down, and then shot right through it. So that would be considered market structure from that time period. Again, right here, we can draw another vertical line right here. And then you can see from this point, like if you were to delete all these zones right here, you could see that this would be market structure for price during this time, right? So for example, right here from April 15th up until May 5th, price broke into this area and then just ranged within this area. So this is why it's important that you draw market structure first to identify, where the bias is and exactly where to trade. So looking at current price over here, you can see that price broke into this structure on May 6th. So from May 6th until now, May 11th, this is current market structure, right? This is what's important. What you're looking for here is whether price is going to break above it or below it, right? Because if it breaks above it and closes, then you can enter a long position here possibly. And then if it breaks and closes above here, you can enter another long position, right? Because usually when price breaks the zone, it'll continue in that direction. Vice versa. If price doesn't end up going up and it goes down and closes below here, then you can enter a short position right here and pretty much just ride this down to profit down there, right? And then you can just keep doing it as it breaks below further and further. So right here, you can see, obviously, this is the market structure. The next thing we're going to do is turn on the momentum indicator to identify direction of momentum. Right here, we have a sell momentum, right? So going back to the strategy that I was just explaining over here, the K2SR zone strategy, right? So first you want to confirm a break and close past the K2SR zone. If we're to show you that right here, you can see that this would be that requirement, right? Price breaks and closes past the K2SR zone right here. So that's requirement number one. Confirm the direction of momentum using the K2 momentum indicator. Right here, we have a buy signal, right? So we have a break and close past structure here. We have a buy signal right here, right? So that's requirement 1 and 2. After that, you can enter on the open of the following candle. So you enter a long position right here. You let that run and full TP right there, right? You ride it to the next zone over here. So that's pretty much the strategy that we apply here. Looking at current price, we have a sell signal, right? So what we need next is we need a break and close past structure. So for example, right here, we got a sell signal. We need price to break and close past here in order for us to take that entry, because that's going to be requirement number 1. Once we have that filled, requirement number 2 is confirm direction momentum. We have a sell signal here. So in that situation, if price breaks and close past below here, you can enter a short position and then ride that down to here, right? For like 135 pips. That's pretty much what we're applying here, and what we apply here every day. That's pretty much how we make all these profits here every day off these Forex pairs, because we use something very simple like this. Simple, but it works. That's really what it is. If you guys have been following all of the trades, basically all of the Forex trades here that I call. So here are the results for the year so far. We have 78 wins, 20 losses. For all of these Forex trades, this is the only strategy that I use. So if you guys want to learn this, like I mentioned, the opportunity is there and it's available to you, but it's really up to you whether you want to take this trade or not, or, learn the strategy. You're not required to learn it. Obviously it works, so that's why we use it. But if you guys want to learn it, it's available to you. So looking at this right here, DeAndre, looking at gold, obviously we have a sell bias, right? Another confirmation that we can use to identify the direction of price or where price is likely to go is we'll look at the dollar index. So looking at the dollar index right here, you can see that the dollar is really weak, right? You can see it continues to push down. If you guys are familiar with basic fundamentals, you'll know that gold moves opposite of the dollar. So if the dollar is going down, what do you think is going to happen with gold? Gold's going to go up, right? That's why we have a nice little rejection off this area right here, because the dollar is weak. So if the dollar is weak right here, we could expect this to bounce up from this point. So that's another confirmation, right? We just, in order for us to take that sell, we don't take the sell here because there's different confluences that will affect the market. So in that situation right there, if the dollar continues to be weak and gold continues to push up, then we'll get a buy signal here, right? If we get that buy signal, then what happens? Our bias changed from a sell to a buy. So in that situation, we'll wait for it to close above here. And when that happens, we can take a buy in this area, right? That's another confluence to use. So if you guys are familiar with, like I mentioned, basic fundamentals, when price is going up, that means that the first currency is stronger than the second currency, right? Because weight's going to the first currency. So when price is going up, that means that gold is strong and the dollar is weak. Vice versa, when price is going down, that means that the dollar is weak and gold is strong, right? That's, it's just basic fundamentals there. So, looking at the dollar right here, if it continues to be weak, then what do you expect gold to do? It's going to go up. So looking at this here, it's probably just going to range within this area. DeAndre, I don't see much happening here for gold until something happens, right? The Fed is going to speak today, all morning actually. So the Fed's going to speak today. Whatever they say this morning could affect gold because, obviously, like I mentioned, the US dollar moves opposite of gold. So whatever the Fed says today about the US economy, it's going to affect gold. So gold might be something good to trade. There's probably going to be volatility there. But, obviously we don't know what's going to happen until it happens. So just keep that in mind. Other than that, I think the Fed starts speaking in about 30 minutes. So I'll see if there's any other questions. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. Otherwise, we're probably just going to call this session early today. Reason for that's because if you guys know how I trade, I'm very impulsive, right? Thing is, I don't like to be on the charts when there's news going on, because if I see something, I'm probably going to enter a trade when I know I shouldn't. So obviously you can see right here, we were looking for sells here for US 30, but now it's starting to shift up, right? That's why, you got to be careful with what trades you're taking. And that's why I decided to log off when the market starts to move a little funny. So if you guys have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat right now. And then I can answer your questions, whatever questions you guys have. Otherwise, I might just be signing off early for the day because I don't want to get caught in any of these, any of this market manipulation today. Because obviously price is going to get manipulated one way or another when the Fed speaks. The Fed's speaking in a few minutes, so there's really no point in entering any new trades right now. Let's see if there's anything else here. So I don't really see any other questions. Let me check the chat real quick. Nice. So Zachary over here locked in 189. Nice, yeah. Gal said, Saucy, scalping is getting better. Definitely. It all comes with practice. You just got to keep practicing. And as you continue to practice, you'll get better and better every day. So let's see, Patricia said a little more, all done for the day. So it seems like a lot of you guys are done for the day. Patricia locked in 2,446 for the day. So nice work, Patricia. Rolling over here. He said took a slight L, but made it back. Done just in time. Cheers, guys. So definitely rolling over here, locked in 1,000 for the day. So it's all about closing out the day in the blue, right? That's the main goal here, guys. I want you guys to close out the day every single day in the blue. As long as you close out in profit every single day, you can compound your account, right? You don't have to make $1 million a day. You can make, like you can see here, everyone makes different profits, right? Some people make 1,000, some people make 2,000, right? Some people make 100. Doesn't matter, big account, small account, you can still profit here. You can make a couple thousand here. You can make 10,000 here, right? It's just, you know, everyone's account's different. It doesn't matter like what account size you have. If you have a big account, small account, you can still make profit here regardless. Because, you know, I give out quality trades, I give out quality information, I educate you guys on like what to look out for. I give you guys a blueprint. So other than that, I think that's it for this right now. I don't know if you guys have any other questions. I'll hang around for a bit. If you guys have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. You guys want me to analyze anything, go over any strategies, go over FTMO, risk management. I don't know. It's really up to you guys. But if there's no questions here today, it's fine because we do have a mentoring session later on today. Let me see. I think. Okay, so Josh is holding a mentoring session today at 6 p.m. Pacific. So I'll give an update in the group. So it's fine if your guys' questions don't get answered right now. We'll be live again later today in the afternoon at 6 p.m. So Josh will be hosting a mentoring session for the K2 members. I'll probably be scalping in the background. So if I do see trades, I'll give you guys some, you know, some hints that I'm taking trades. But other than that, you know, I think this was a pretty solid session. Looking at everyone's profits for today, everyone locked in at least 1,000, it looks like. So if you had a decent account, you locked in at least 1,000 today. If you had a smaller account, you locked in a couple $100. So great work amongst everyone here. If you guys have profits that you guys want to send over to me, I'll send them over to the group. And I'll give a, you know, pretty much an update of like what everyone's profits look like for the end of the day. But yeah, definitely. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Like I mentioned, it's a heavy news day today. So be careful, guys. I recommend that you guys just sit out the market. There's news every hour. So there's really no point in you taking that risk, right? You already made a lot of profit today. There's no reason for you to lock in a couple hundred. Like, don't get greedy. There's no point in getting greedy. The thing is, we have a whole week ahead of us, right? Today's only Tuesday. We have Wednesday, we have Thursday, we have Friday. So what I recommend is you guys sit out the market, go ahead and play around with like small lots if you guys want to. But me personally, I don't like seeing red on my screen. You guys have seen my screens here. I don't like having any losses. Even if it's $1, it still upsets me. So I'd rather just not trade and keep my screens blue, right? So that's the goal here. And other than that, if you guys haven't already, so like here's another reminder, guys. So the thing is, I don't post the link for the YouTube like into the week. I only post it like Monday, Tuesday. So if you guys want to continue sitting in on these live sessions on the YouTube for free, just make sure that you like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that YouTube knows that you want to watch the videos. That way, when I go live, YouTube will send you an email like, hey, Shawn's going live. Here's a link. Because I don't post up the link to the public after today. So if you guys want to keep catching trades with us for free, you don't have to sign up for anything. You know, you guys are welcome. Just go ahead and, you know, like the stream, follow and subscribe and turn on notifications so that YouTube knows that you want to watch my videos. So they'll keep sending you my videos whenever I go live, because I go live a couple times a day. I go live every day during the week. But unless you guys are in the premium, it's not going to be sent to the public group. So just keep that in mind. Other than that, have a great morning, guys. Enjoy your morning. Enjoy your profits. Don't stay on the charts for too long. There's too much going on today, guys. There's no point in risking it. So other than that, I'll catch you guys later today in about, 10 hours from now, 6 p.m. later. I'll be on with Josh, and then we'll be answering some more questions at that point there. So other than that, I will catch you guys in a few hours. So see you guys.